Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tom Burkhart, Car Revs Daily, in the brand new 2018 Acura TLX A-Spec. So this is the sportiest TLX ever. Comes with the 3.5 liter V6, making 290 horsepower through a 9-speed automatic with pause all-wheel drive system. So it's a pretty exciting car to get into. It definitely looks really cool with this with the facelift for 2018, and then the A-Spec equipment level and exterior upgrades, which is pretty deep. So like exterior, you got like matte black fascia, unique bumpers front and rear, side sills, rear spoiler, diffuser, round 4-inch round exhaust, A-Spec badges, and shark gray 19s. So it's a pretty comprehensive exterior makeover. Inside we have like suede vented seats and a much more sporty feel, including a full dynamic mode with Econ, Normal, Sport, and Sport Plus or Sport Sharp. So it's pretty interesting, and the car feels so meaty when you get in. It's definitely very different than the standard TLX with the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder, which is also a really fun machine. But this A-Spec V6 definitely feels like a lot more serious. So the turn-in's a lot sharper, the engine's a lot louder, and it rides firmer, so it's got, you know, better body control, and yeah, on center feel, initial responses, all that stuff is like cranked through the roof on this A-Spec car. So a little brake torque. Sounds pretty good. It's pretty enthusiastic on throttle, and has, you know, rock solid dead ahead handling. I just got in the car, so I have to see how it does, you know, in terms of dynamic handling. But so far, it feels like the ideal performance car. Steering is heavy, turn-in is ultra fast, and the grip is unshakable. So it's sort of like a really like macho, I guess, or you know, grown-up WRX type of performance, or feel at least right off the bat. She's got her auto wipers on here. A little rainy day in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Definitely a lot of vocals from this engine up front that are normally hushed out in the other TLXs. This A-Spec is very special. It's the car that Acura fans and people who like the TLX, including me, have really been wishing for since the car came out. You know, really looking for that extra bit of coolness outside and for the drive experience. So we definitely have it. So into third. Still downshifting, but the paddle shifters seem very responsive. Chassis feels meaty. It feels like I just got out of the new 540i BMW, and it definitely feels a little bit. It feels a little heavier, even though that's, you know, deceptive. It's just the quality of the car is like so total in this TLX, and I think the addition of the all-wheel drive system just makes the car feel really planted and like it has some mass, but definitely under control. So these corners aren't really putting us to the test, but the turn-in is sharp and the steering is really precise. There's not a ton of feel from the helm right off the bat. Ooh, I like this little A-Spec badge here in the steering wheel though. Not a ton of feel, but the steering wheel itself is really thick and feels great in your hands, and you definitely feel confident driving this car hard, even in inclement weather like we're experiencing now, where we'd be all like traction control lights on the 540. You know, we can really give it the full beans of this 290 horsepower V6 in the TLX A-Spec. I'm a big fan of this car right off the bat. It looks awesome. It's really actually a pretty intense rival for its class. So of course it's going up against like 3 Series, Cadillac ATS, and Lexus IS, and even some of the cheaper Infiniti Q50s. But it feels like almost a full sort of a full size class bigger. I mean, you've got a big armrest. You've got sort of that large car, or like the mid-size luxury sedan feel inside, and that's definitely how wide it is outside. I had it parked next to the IS350 F Sport yesterday, and it looked like a foot wider. So that's part of like an optical illusion because of this new 5-point grille in front, but it is also because the car is wider than the IS. It is wider than the 3 Series, and you definitely get that sense inside and out. So brakes feel good, not outstanding. Transmission response I think could be a little sharper, and you have to get sort of used to actually, but the actual braking performance is stellar. So like the brakes definitely hold the car down. Turning radius is really tight. And the car is very, very eager and nimble. Like despite, you know, having that sort of heft of the all-wheel drive system in the nose, it definitely feels exceptionally nimble and playful, which is really cool. So it's always good when you have a special edition that has, you know, the blacked out grille and the body kit and like new, you know, a new look. It's good when the drive sort of reinforces that performance cred. So I'm just paddling down, so it's only giving me fourth. Now it'll give me second. Alright. Turn here a little enthusiastically. So the car just was totally balanced, wasn't understeering, just sort of stepped out cleanly, and with all four wheels at a time, and then the stability control just sort of like pipped us back in. So very, very confidence-inspiring handling feel. It feels like the car could handle a lot more power than what this 3.5 liter V6 is delivering, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I still like the cabin. The drive control it takes some getting used to with these push button icons for reverse, park neutral, and the dynamic mode. But that does mean that you have electronic parking brake and auto hold, which is fast becoming like a must-have feature for luxury car buyers. So auto hold, once it's engaged, you stop and you can take your foot off the brake like at stoplights. It seems silly that would be too taxing on drivers, but it's nice to have, and it's one of those things that you miss when it's not there. But I would have to say, so I'm getting some nice rumble from out back in the TLX as well. So it's not all induction noise. For this A-Spec upgrade, you definitely get a little more noise and exhaust ferocity that you can feel through the seat of your pants and hear from coming out behind the car. So that's really, really great. The car looks really good, and I haven't even gotten to the best part. It's super affordable. So TLX A-Spec looks like a $60,000 car driving down the road, but really it's not. It starts at about $41,700, and then with delivery, it's like $42,500 out the door, which is exceptional value for a TLX that is big, has a genuinely almost 5 Series big back seat, but is priced much more in the 3 Series realm of the pricing, and it's only like 10 or 12 grand more than the TLX 2.4 liter front wheel drive. So I mean, you're getting a ton of upgrades in this A-Spec for not too much of a big jump in cash. And worth noting that, of course, the rivals that we mentioned, like the IS350 F Sport and perhaps BMW 330 or 340, are much more expensive, much more expensive. The 340 in particular, with the M Sport package, starts from like 51 and then can go up to like 62, 63. So TLX A-Spec is definitely much more affordable than that, and is definitely worth a drive. You guys should check it out, because it looks awesome and it drives just as nicely. We're gonna stop and take some pictures of the car, and but check for the full review in writing over on carrevsdaily.com, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.